Hello, my name is Nurul Karim. My student ID is 10888136, and I will explain about the experience of this project for our course Computer Vision. Now, what is this whole point of the project? The purpose of this project was to develop a computer vision system which will detect and localize weapons in images. And we had to train the AI to understand where are these guns, knives, and shurikens. um, so these are the three classes. And in addition to classify the object, we also generate bounding boxes, which is the most important thing to around detected weapons to indicate their location within the range. Okay, so what is the main thing? We break the data in 3 points. So we have knife, and then we have gun, and we have shuriken. So each three member selected one of them. I had the knife, and for me, so for the knife data with the bounding box. So here is our code for the bounding box. So this is the training part. This is all the training part. Then once we train, then we go to the other Python project. Okay, so here is our bounding box code, and for me, I have done the knife data set, and here for each images, the images will look like this. So if you see blue means it's for knife, red is for gun, and shuriken is purple. And this is so each images here, it was around 600 images, 600 or 700 images. Each images we had to draw the bounding boxes for each weapon. This is how we are training the AI. And before this, our annotation, the annotation from the instructor, it was like this, the whole black thing. Okay. Now it is difficult to understand this. So to make it easier, we had to make it clear for us to understand, and for that we made it to this kind of annotation. So this is like the annotation that is provided are binary values ranging 0 to 1. So that is it's showing black images, and we need to multiply by 250. So it will show the proper binary mask. Okay. So this is the most important thing in the part, most working thing that we had to do, like create the bounding box for each and every images. So I think it took me like 4 hours to complete for the knife. And my other friends also, they did, one of them they did for shuriken, the other one he did for the gun. Okay, we all E means accept, so most of them were accept, and if we see any reject, any images that doesn't have any weapons, then we reject. And so all of this we save it in our results. So we have results. This is where if we select accept, it will come into the result, and it will show two files. One of them is txt, and the other one is the actual image file. And dump is where we see where we did some mistakes, and we have to dump it so it doesn't affect the AI. Then our data and annotation is there now. Okay, after we trained our this thing, then we have our results. So here we can see all the graphs for the result. So what are the pre-processing thing we did? One is bounding, and second thing is the adding shuriken images. So we didn't had enough shuriken images, like 50, 60 images for shuriken. So we had to add shuriken images. So we added like 500 more images. And we made a code. How did we add these shuriken images? We made a code. It would make it would take images from existing knife and gun and add shuriken into it randomly, So that's, and finally, we kept 5% for testing. Okay, so this is all the graphs that we got. Confusion matrix normalized, and this is all it is showing that how good is our accuracy for the training. And now we go for the final result that, so this is the final thing. Training is done. Now we will do testing. So what do we have here? We don't have the testing images. These are the testing images. These are the test data that we put here. Okay. Now, so what this will give us, this will give localization and prediction. So here I have already run it, and prediction 96 and localization 294. Okay, prediction means in each images, it is predicting one knife. If in each images, it is predicting one thing. If there is two things, it will not predict two things. It will only predict one thing, the highest, more possibility, the one that has, if knife have more possibility, then prediction will say, yeah, the prediction is knife. But localization is, so if you can see, so each images, it is predicting knife, knife, shuriken, like this. But in localization, it is telling us where are the actual location, where are the like the X minimum, Y minimum, all this. And it will also show if there is two things, it will show that if, yeah, in these images, like for example, 1 to 1, there is shuriken also, and there is knife also. And this is, we are following the project instruction. This is how we are supposed to do. And this is how we are we are doing it according, following the instruction. Okay, and this is the main code for the evaluation where we run it, and this the best PT. This is where all of our training stuff and requirements. What is requirements? Requirements is basically we are installing all the required packages that is needed for this testing. So this overall, this project successfully demonstrated us the yellow. We used yellow for multi-class weapon detection and localization. The final system is capable of identifying weapons in images, determining their location, and exporting the results in the required CSV format for automated evaluation. And this is all for this project, and thank you so much.